Now more than ever, people are discovering new hobbies and trying different crafting projects or recipes, but maybe you're just starting out or you've run out of resources. Why not check to see what we can help you with at the Bellwood Public Library? We recently added a new resource specifically for those do-it-yourself projects. We're going back to our online resources section here from our homepage at bellwoodlibrary.org. You can see we have a section called Do It Yourself. Right here at the top, our new database that we're going to look at is called Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center. You will need your library card number and PIN to access this resource outside of the library. If you'd like to use this resource but don't have a Bellwood Library card, you can schedule an appointment for computer use in the library. This will give you in-library use access to the resource. All you have to do is the same process we just did. However, when you're in the library, it will not require that login. When you click on this link, it'll simply take you to this page. This is the page you will see once you're either logged in or you're in the library using it. With the Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center, you can access detailed how-to instructions and creative ideas for all kinds of craft and food creating. There are thousands of ideas from top hobby and creative magazines and books that have been digitized, including high-quality images and also select videos to help you visualize the process. Now, this is the main page you will see. This resource is easy to navigate as the center of the homepage contains quick links to main categories as well as easy access to the entire list of topics here if you're unsure of what category you're looking for or just want to browse and see what they have. I do recommend starting here if you're unsure, or even if you do know what you're looking for, it is still a good place to start because sometimes search results can be a little confusing when you're first starting out. And so this will help you find some search results quickly that you know are what you're looking for. So as I said, this is for a wide variety of crafts and food making. All kinds of hobbies are included here. You can see here we have something as simple as art collecting or astronomy or even beer and wine making. If you're interested in cake decorating, or decorative art of any kind, doll making, fishing has a section. If you want to make some hats or other kinds of jewelry, there is a specific section as well for kids crafts. If you're looking for some activities to do with the kids at home, there's also a whole section on Legos. So like I said, they cover a wide variety of topics here that you can absolutely find what you're looking for. And even for some of those bigger things like sewing, for example, you can go and from there, because they understand that sewing on its own is still a wide topic, so you can go from there and click on any of those links. And they do that for a few of those bigger categories like knitting. I believe there's also crochet, cooking and baking have them as well. Well, they will drop down and give you some more precise options. And then all you do have to do is just click on that link and it'll bring you up with these different options. It does do it by relevancy, but you can sort if you're looking for newer things. If you'd like to change the layout of how you're viewing the page, there are all of those options as well for what you're seeing. Right now, what you're seeing is the title. You're also seeing whoever the author is, as well as where it came from and how long ago it was made. And then a little of a brief summary of what's included in there. Okay. So like I said, this is the results. This is what you will see. If you do click on any of these, if you click on the title, for example, what you'll see is just a further, more detailed record. And then you will have the option, and it was an option back there as well. We'll go back to the result list. You can see here it says PDF full text underneath these. So you can just press that PDF full text button, and that's what it'll do. It'll open up a PDF all about that, and it'll give you whatever that article or chapter or whatever it is from that publication that it is. And so in this case, it's giving us some options for things that we can have in a storeroom if we're trying to store some food for eating a vegetarian diet, as well as some quick meals that can be made, different options of side dishes. There's actually quite a lot of things in just this one thing that I have clicked on. So if you find that you see this and there's just a multitude of information, and maybe you're doing a lot of research, or this just happens to be exactly what you're looking for, you have a few options for saving and keeping that information. There are print options. There's a print icon here. There is also one over here. Either one will work. They'll do the same thing by allowing you to print out this full document. There is also an option, in this case, since it's a PDF, you can download that PDF. So there's that button right here as well as right here. They'll both do the same thing of downloading a PDF that you can then open on your computer. There's also an option here for you to email. So if you click on that, what this does is this drops this down. You can send yourself or someone else even an email. You can send multiple people an email as long as you put in a semicolon. You can format the email as actually, include a subject, any kind of comments you want. And then over here, this will include the PDF so that you'll be able to access that, and it'll give you, the same thing. You'll be able to have a PDF that you can then have access to. So this is great if you are coming into the library using this resource. You can use this email option to send yourself as many emails really as you want from whatever you find. Back to that result list, and then you can just go, keep going for the next one and seeing if that's, just as helpful or still on the path of what you're looking for. And if you do find and you say, hey, these have been from Vegetarian Journal, what you can do is click on Vegetarian Journal. And now this is the publication details for what they have. It says here that they've got full text available all the way back to 1990, and that's available all on the side here. You can see each of the years. And all you'd have to do is simply click on that year, and these are all the different issues. That's all you'd have to do, and just click that issue, and it's going to open up. And again, this is going to give you this entire issue now, starting from page 1, essentially. So you can just open up and read that whole publication from, I think this was 2003 that I was on. So you can do that as an option as well. I had closed out this over here on this side. I've done that. But over here, this is giving me the full contents. So after I'm done, say I've scrolled to the bottom and I've read the end of this thing, if I want to go to the next one, rather than going back to the result list and clicking on the next one, since I'm in this whole publication and I'm trying to read this Vegetarian Journal issue, I can just click on the next one on the side here, and it's taking me to the next article, and so on and so forth. Over here at the top, so this will show me records 1 through 5. If I click 6 through 10, it'll go through the next set, and so on until I can read through the entire publication. For a search, if you were interested in performing a search, it is automated. So if you were to start typing something in, for example, if I were to start typing in sewing, you can see here it's giving me all of these options for what I can do. I'm going to go ahead and choose sewing clothes and search that. And here we go with all of these options, and it's telling me, again, these headings of what this topic or specific pattern may be. And all you have to do, again, is just click on that PDF full text to be able to open up and see this Manhattan special occasion dress. And it'll give you the full layout and your pattern, measurements, all that kind of thing. And go back to the results. Up here at the top for publications, you can see and browse through the full list of all the publications that they have. It is pretty extensive, so if you are looking for a specific title, you can, if there's a book or a magazine that you're aware of, you can try searching by one of those. You can also just put in a phrase. So for example, if I'm looking for recipes, let me just see if anything comes up with recipe. It doesn't look like that actually worked for me. Let me try match my words. There you go, my recipes. Okay, I started getting some recipes from that. Still not really getting a lot of food recipes though. So let's try again. Maybe we do just need to do food. You can kind of do that where you just try different words that may be what you're looking for, and then you may end up finding, obviously, the right thing. Alphabetical, of course, you can see here. So alphabetical by subject and description, or matching the word. So in this case, I would prefer to match the word that I'm putting in rather than having it be in an alphabetical list. And so then I'm getting a whole listing of things that specifically do have food. I think would still have to have food in the title somehow in order for it to be picked up. In this case, because I'm matching the word. But you could do by subject, and then it'll give you everything that is in the subject of food. That's also an option you can do as well. Leaving it as alphabetical is a little bit more risky because, as you can see, it's not really all about food, just from doing it in alphabetical order. So by subject and description, or matching the word, would get you a better result if you're trying to do those publication searches. Down here, I do want to mention they'll show some popular options. These are some things that people either are using a lot or are maybe trending at the moment. There's maybe some people getting ready for the holidays with some of the gifts they might be making. And you just have to open that up, and it'll open up that page for you, and you can start reading that publication, whatever it may be. And again, same thing, just on the side here, going through the contents page by, or I guess article by article, I should say. Okay. They do have as well on the side two things. There is, here's one of the videos. They have very simple videos. So for example, this one is how to sew seams together. I'll just...
How to sew seams together. Hello and welcome to Video Jog. Our expert knitter Rachel Ong is going to show you how to sew seams.
So you can see there what that looks like, and it'll just give you a kind of video so you can watch. It will be very basic things, kind of covering the basics to introductory, whatever that topic is what you'll find. And then over here for what they had in the autumn, this is kind of more curated. This is going to be specifically some things that people might be trying to do for this time of year, might be trying to make. They have a few different things from scarves and mittens, a bag, a necklace, different options there. And they will update that and obviously and change it with seasons or holidays, things like that. And I'll really quickly go over to the kids section. So again, they have, these are the categories then specifically geared towards making something with kids. And you can just click on any of those. And then this is going to give you results that in this case are some sort of beaded craft that you could do with a child. And again, you would just have to click on that full text as we have been. And that would open up and you would be able to see those instructions. This is a little bit of an overview of what you can do on one of our newer resources that we've got. This is the Hobbies and Crafts Reference Center. I hope those of you out there that have been experimenting with new hobbies or crafts this year, or if you're getting into gardening or trying out any new recipes, go ahead and give this resource a shot and see what you can find. Maybe you'll find a new passion or new pattern, new recipe, something that becomes a staple to your routine.